Hare Krishna, we continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are on chapter 3, text 29. Prakritir guna sammuddhaha sajante guna karmasu tan akritsna vido madan kritsna vinna vichalayet. Bewildered by the modes of material nature, the ignorant fully engage themselves in material activities and become attached. But the wise should not unsettle them, although these duties are inferior due to the performer's lack of knowledge. So, purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, persons who are unknowledgeable falsely identify with gross material consciousness and are full of material designations. Now, we are in the material body. And then we have the designations based on the body. You know, what we'll think, oh, I am so-and-so, a man or a woman. Then we'll say, okay, I am a husband or a wife or a child or a parent or a, then we'll say, so many designations. I'm thin or fat or beautiful or ugly, or I'm so knowledgeable, or I'm so stupid, or, then like that, everything connected like this. We have so many designations of the body, for the body. All this is pertaining to the body. My name is this and that, but that's in the body again. That's also for the body. This body is a gift of the material nature, and one who is too much attached to the bodily consciousness is called manda, or a lazy person without understanding of spirit soul. So why we call manda? We might be doing very hard working from day to night, doing great things, making great discoveries, making great changes in the world. And yet we might be called manda. We are being called manda if we do not understand that we are not the body, we are the soul. That's what Srimad Bhagavatam Gita is calling. Krishna is calling us that. Why? Lazy. Because not interested to find out who you truly are. We are just so engrossed in being the body, in thinking we are the body. We are not taking the efforts to find out our true position. So because we are not taking the effort to find out the truth, we are being called lazy. Although materially we may be very hardworking, doing very great things, yet Krishna is calling us lazy because we didn't find out the truth. Ignorant men think of the body as the self. They accept bodily connections with others as kinsmanship. The land in which the body is obtained is the object of worship, and they consider the formalities of religious rituals to be the ends in themselves. So now, what is the sign of ignorance? I am this body. That's it. When I die, then I die. I don't exist anymore. Nothing happens. I'm just dead. I will not be existing anymore. Or many also think, even if I exist anymore, I will be existing as nothing. I will be existing just maybe as some light or something, but all that is ignorance. Then they accept bodily connections with others as kinsmanship. So in our body, we have so many relationships. We have parents, we have siblings, or we have, spouse, or we have in-laws, or we have friends. We have so many relationships. And then we consider that everything is based on the body, that this is my parent is because connected with me. So I don't care about any other person. I just care about this person because it's connected to me. And then I don't care about any other land, but because I'm born in this particular country, this is my land. It's the best country. All the people of this country are the best in the whole world. Why? Because I am born in this land. What about the others? And so each of us is thinking that. Each of us is thinking, oh, the land that I'm born in is worshipable. And we are all born in different places. Then that's why the conflict of interest is there. That's why there's no peace. So then they consider the formalities of religious rituals to be the end in themselves. Now we do many rituals in our life. There are so many rituals that are performed, but then we think this ritual was just for this purpose. That's it. There's no other reason behind this ritual. I just have to get it done with. Somebody told me that I have to call the Brahman and the Brahman has to do these things. And I prepared a lot of ingredients and I became very busy with the ingredients for preparing it. And I did the ritual and that's it, without trying to understand why did I do what I did. So social work, nationalism, and altruism are some of the activities for such materially designated persons. Social work, we say, whoever's connected to me, I'm going to help them. This is my country, people. I'm going to help them. Then, I'm just going to help whatever I think is connected to me. Under the spell of such designations, they're always busy in the material field. For them, spiritual realization is a myth, and so they are not interested. Now, we can be very busy. We'll say, but I'm not doing for myself. I'm doing for my family. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my society. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my country. I'm doing it for others. But again, everything is with I. Everything is with the body. So no time to think about who am I truly? Am I truly also helping others? How can I help others if I myself am misguided? How can I truly help others? And so those who are enlightened in spiritual life, however, should not try to agitate such materially engrossed persons. Better to prosecute one's own spiritual activities silently. Such bewildered persons may be engaged in such primary moral principles of life as non-violence and similar materially benevolent work. So what is Krishna's proposal? Krishna is saying, okay, the people are thinking that they're doing something great for their community, society, they're doing great philanthropy, they're doing great non-violence or materially benevolent, like really doing a lot for the material welfare of another. Krishna is saying, you don't disturb them. You do your own spiritual practice silently, don't disturb them. Then men who are ignorant cannot appreciate activities in Krishna consciousness. And therefore, Lord Krishna advises us not to disturb them and simply waste valuable time. So now Krishna is saying, don't waste your time. You do your bhajan. Somebody is not listening to you. Somebody is just too engrossed in doing these things and they think they're doing a great job. Don't disturb them, because you'll just waste your time. But now, let's hear what is Srila Prabhupada's mood. Here we can see Srila Prabhupada's mood and his mission. Why did he come? What's his mood? But the devotees of the Lord are more kind than the Lord because they understand the purpose of the Lord. Consequently, they undertake all kinds of risks, even to the point of approaching ignorant men, to try to engage them in the acts of Krishna consciousness, which are absolutely necessary for the human being. So in spite, Krishna is saying that a devotee understands that what is Krishna's purpose in this whole material creation. He wants each and every one of us to go back, each and every one of us. And so Srila Prabhupada is pointing out what the devotees are more kind than the Lord. The Lord is saying, it's okay. You don't have to give them mercy. You do not have to tell them who they are. You do not have to engage them in hearing and chanting. But the devotee knows the heart of Krishna. He understands the heart of Krishna, that Krishna is missing each and every living entity and wants them to go back home. So he goes. Srila Prabhupada, he went to the West. He was alone, old, no money. Well, he didn't even know if people would be able to understand him, the way he spoke. But he took all the risks, went to the West to engage all of us in Krishna consciousness, translated the books. So this is the purpose of the Lord. This is Lord Chaitanya's movement. Lord Chaitanya, that's his movement. Wherever we are, whoever we are, just chant Hare Krishna. Engage in Krishna conscious activities. Even if we are doing great philanthropic work, we are doing great national work, we are doing anything, doesn't matter. Continue doing it, but hear and chant. Add the hearing and chanting. And through the philanthropy, through the nationalism, give others the Krishna, because you already have the foundation, you have the infrastructure to do it. So utilize it to give this foundation to Krishna to others. You already have the resources, then use the resources to give Krishna to others. And in that way, give them the highest benefit. The highest benefit. So they can also go back home, back to Godhead. They can be happy. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Is that okay?
Yes.
Any comments or questions?
So here Krishna is saying that even though, this is the important point here, right?
What's that?
That even though, like he advises that you should do your devotional service, you should be involved. And if somebody is not listening, but then still the devotee tries to give it to all, right?
See, but somebody's not listening. Again, we have to use our intelligence. A Madhyam Adhikari, Madhyama, a preacher, his loving object is Krishna. He makes friends with the devotees. He gives mercy to the innocent. And to the atheists, he stays away from them.
Okay.
That's the Madhyam Adhikari.
Because he himself can also get impacted by it, right?
Yeah, and then, yeah, that's his thing. He might try his best, but you see, because the idea is we do not, each of us has independent will. Each of us, and we cannot force someone. We can't force anyone.
Right.
So what we can do is tell them the knowledge. If they are able to accept it, they're wanting to engage in it. And then also what happens, like, for example, we saw now, especially in COVID time, in Pune temple especially, because there was so much devastation due to COVID, not many, like a lot of people were affected with couldn't go to work, so they didn't have food to eat. So the devotees, they started this program. What did they do? They approached a lot of wealthy people who are not necessarily devotees, but they are wealthy, they are pious, they are willing to donate for a good cause. So to engage such people also in Krishna consciousness, they approached such people. Then some of them really gave very generously. And then the devotees prepared prasadam, and freely distributing, freely, thousands and thousands of people were being fed every day. So like this, they are engaging everyone in Krishna consciousness. So we just have to use intelligence of how to engage a person in Krishna consciousness. Because if we just say, no, you must listen to me, then many people will like, why should I listen to you? You go do your thing, So each has a different, each can be approached in a different way, and each can be, what do you say, engaged in the service of Krishna.
Okay.
Yeah. So somebody can serve Krishna by donating. Someone can serve Krishna by cooking, because many also volunteers came to help, with this work. Many volunteers for distribution. And then also by accepting the prasad. So everyone is engaged in this. in Krishna
Service.
consciousness.
Yeah.
So many involved in transporting. So it just needs intelligence of how to engage everyone in Krishna consciousness.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for listening in. Hari